everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to jump right into another review, and we're going to look at the entire Ouija set. I told you in the last video that I plan on making a vignette out of these pieces, so we'll just jump in and take a look at all the pieces. We'll look at the original Halloween building. It's called Ouija, the Mystifying Oracle, and we'll look at two accessory pieces that come with it or that were available to purchase with it. One is Don't Be a Scaredy Cat, and the other is Midnight Mischief. So with that, let's jump right in and take a look. Okay, this is the Department 56 piece called Ouija, the Mystifying Oracle. This piece was released originally in 2016 and then retired 1 year later in 2017. You can still find them available on eBay, Mercari, OfferUp, places like that, maybe a local dealer. I could not find the original price point on this one. I've looked, I can't find it. It's ripped off the back of the box, obviously, because I paid more than that and nobody wanted to show me what it cost originally. So I have to imagine it was probably less than $100 or right around that price point in 2016, probably less than that. Now they're going for upwards of $200 or so, but really, really cool piece. I love all the details on this piece. The orange light just kind of sets it apart. The paint, like any other Department 56 piece, is just really, really well done. Old and aged. It's got some clear stickers there for psychic and astrology. And then if we zoom down just a little bit lower there, you can see it's called the Amazing Zindela. They are sitting there at the Ouija board, getting ready to do readings. You can see some of they got palm readings there, psychic, tarot cards, $10, palm reading, fortune telling for some dollars there. And then on the side over here, just continues with the detail. You can see there, fortune teller, reader, advisor, special for $1. Just a lot of cool details. You can see a hole in the roof there with the orange light coming through. A lot of cool colors, some purples there. The past, present, and future obviously lights up with the light. A couple of unlighted balls there in the front, the yellow pieces. As we turn around to this side, again, some purple shutters. The brickwork is painted really nice. The grass and trees and leaves around is also really nice. And then the back of the building, you can see another purple door that's kind of barricaded there shut with a big wooden piece of wood. Chimney's got quite a bit of detail on it. So just overall a really, really cool looking piece. One that I really saw and wanted to add to my collection. So you can see the sort of the detail there. Just a really cool looking piece. This piece did come, had two accessories that were available with it. One is called Don't Be a Scaredy Cat. Obviously, it's a couple of young kids, one's pushing the other up to go see the Amazing Zindela. And the kid in the front looks really scared. We'll take a look at that. And then the other is called the Midnight Mischief. And that is the most popular accessory for this. Quite a bit higher in price point than the other one. And so with that, let's jump in and take a look at the accessories. Okay, here are the two accessory pieces that accompany the Ouija Mystifying Oracle. The first one is called Don't Be a Scaredy Cat. And you can see that these are all sponsored. All of these are sponsored by Hasbro, the maker of the Ouija board. And so they've got all of the propaganda on the pieces themselves, which is pretty cool. So visit the Mystifying Oracle, only the Ouija board knows. The kid in the back is clearly pushing the kid in the front. And you can see by the kid on the front, in the front's expression, he is not having it. He doesn't want any of this. Such good detail on this piece. I mean, it is just, the paint is just really well done. I mean, the detail is amazing. The grass and the paint job is just crazy, crazy cool. It looks like he's got something under his, maybe a jar there of something under his arm. You can kind of see that from the back, but he is in no way wanting to go visit that mystifying oracle there. He's afraid of what may happen. And then unafraid of what may happen are these two little girls here. Again, amazing paint job. You've got a graveyard sign pointing this way. This little girl here dressed up as a witch has the Ouija board under her arm. You can see the detail on it. It's really well done. The lettering is just superb, and it's really small. It's really tiny. And you can see the other girl's got a couple of little jars there, a blanket, a pumpkin, and she is obviously dressed up like a vampire. You've got a witch and a vampire. Midnight mischief. So they're going to somewhere to practice something with that Ouija board. Probably not good since there's a graveyard sign there. So both of these pieces accompany the original Hasbro Department 56 Ouija, the Mystifying Oracle. You can find both of these pieces still readily available. The Don't Be a Scaredy Cat is much more reasonably priced, as is the Midnight Mischief. I don't know if they just didn't make as many of those or if it's just way more popular, but this one here, this particular piece right now, you're lucky if you can find it under $100. And then here's my hand as a reference. I mean, these things they're pretty small. It's mostly, I think these are resin in 2016. Yeah, these are resin. They certainly aren't porcelain, but very well done, very well made. But man, this one just took off and has gone crazy as far as a price point. So anyway, that is the two accessory pieces that accompany the Mystifying Oracle home from Department 56, the Ouija piece. And now let's take a look at, I'm going to show you how I plan on setting this up. I told you earlier in the last video that I did purchase the Ouija board. I want to use that as somewhat of a base and then set these pieces up. Now, obviously, I'm not going to go into all the details, and I'm not breaking out all the trees and the fall leaves and the moss and all the accessories that would go around this, but I will show you just sort of the idea behind the setup, and then we'll go from there. Here we go. Okay, so here you can see, I lied. I did get some trees out. It does look better with trees. Obviously, all the other pieces aren't the moss, and it's going to have a base around it, but you sort of see the idea of using the Ouija board as a display base. I saw this online as well. Somebody else had done it this way. I thought it was a very simple yet effective way to display this as a vignette. So I'll decorate it up a little bit more than this before we put it out. I'll likely put this whole thing on a piece of 1-inch, probably pink styrofoam that's painted black. As you can see, the building sits quite a ways off of the board in the back, just to give it the room that it needs to be displayed. So you can kind of see how that looks, but looks pretty good, I think, just like that. Now you put some fall leaves down and some other little details here and there, maybe a few little black cats running around, and I think you've got a pretty good little vignette. It goes well. I think it'll go well with any theme. So if you're interested in finding these pieces, they are still out there and available to purchase. I picked up the Ouija board on Amazon. This is a very cheap Ouija board. It's the board is cardboard. It's not like the old actual wooden ones that used to be around when I was a kid. They obviously just don't make those anymore, and it seems a lot smaller in size than the other one did. So if you have an old one laying around, you may want to set it on fire and burn it. It probably is haunted and demonic. I told my wife that I was going to glue this planchette down, so there's no way that it can move and summon anything evil into our home. So I'll probably have to do that. So anyhow, there you go. Hope you guys have enjoyed this quick yet hopefully in-depth enough review of the Ouija pieces from Department 56 from 2016. Hey, well, that wraps up another review from Department 56 and the Halloween Village. One of the vignettes that I plan on building this year is the Ouija piece as a vignette to put out and display in our home this year. I think it's a very cool pieces. I like the way they all fit together. I like the Ouija board that they set on, and so looking forward to getting this one. This will be an easy kill. Quite honestly, this will take just a couple of hours, and this will be ready to display. I'll update you again with a small tutorial as I do the base and how I put everything together and show you the final details, but very quick and very simple, yet I think very cool way to display this in your home or your business or wherever else. So, hey, as always, if you like what you see, click the like button for me. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. Certainly motivating. I'm nearing 1,000 subscribers, which is just blows my mind. I think I'm at 997 or 98 subscribers. So thank you to those that have subscribed. Very humbling. I certainly appreciate it. I love doing this stuff for you guys. I love doing this. It just makes me happy. I love it. I'm certainly addicted. I know many of you are as well. So, hey, until we do another review next week, take care of yourselves. Be easy on each other. It's a crazy world we live in. We'll see you soon.